you're crazy. Cause baby, you're crazy.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another Lukeovision video, and I want to welcome each and every one of you straight back to my channel and straight back to another Eurovision 2023 video. Now guys, as we are approaching ever so much closer to Eurovision 2023, I thought it would be a good idea just to give a little video to A, appreciate, but B, give you my ranks versus my predictions of the big five plus the host. That's right, in today's video we are going to be discussing all things the UK, Italy, France, Spain, Germany and Ukraine. I'm going to be giving you a little overview as to where I am placing them in my top 6, and then I will be giving you my ranking as to my predictions to how well I think they are going to do in the grand final. Because as we all know guys, each and every one of these countries have automatically qualified and will be performing in the grand final. However, when it comes to ranks and when it comes to tops, we all know this. Everybody has different tastes and different opinions. And I do often find that my playlist and my Eurovision playlist are two different things. I am a tacky, cheesy pop boy, and I am more than aware how this taste comes across to the masses in Europe. Songs that may be in the bottom part of my top 37, I know damn well that they are going to perform very, very well at Eurovision Grand Final, and I know that. I know where my tastes lie, and I know which is technically a brilliant song. Therefore, I thought it would be interesting to show you how my top 6 shapes up to my predictions of my top 6, because they are two different things. However, before we kick things off, I really want to know what your top 6 looks like with a big 5 plus the host. Also, is this top 6 different to how they will perform at Eurovision? Let me know all of your thoughts down below guys. I can't wait to get stuck into your comments, but would you look at that? It's time to be frank. Let's rank. Okay guys, first and foremost I'm going to be giving you my top 6 based on my personal taste, and quick disclaimer, this ranking has yet again changed since my top 37. So if some of you guys are looking at this rank and thinking,
well, that's different to what you said in your top 37 before you had France above that country.
This top changes like I change my underwear quite often. Because I'm hygienic, not for any other reason. So in 6th place of my personal taste of this top 6, we have Spain. Yes, I'm fully aware of the comments that are going to be coming my way. You're uncultured, you don't know music, you're stupid, you're an idiot. I've seen it all before. Personal taste-wise, I have Spain in 6th place just because it is not the kind of song that I am listening to often. Blanca Paloma is extremely talented and I love the flamenco singing, and I think the song technically is a masterpiece. I appreciate what a great song it is. I think it is an extremely decent song. But is it to my taste and in my playlist? No, it's not. I applaud Spain for sending something that is culturally relevant to them, and I hope it does extremely well, and I would be very pleased to see it do extremely well. And in 5th place we have Ukraine. Now I do like this song from Ukraine, I think it is very good. However, it's just not something I can get into. It's one that I've been trying to play and play again, but it's something to do with the chorus and the jaunty beat and the way that the vocal line doesn't quite fit into the music. You've kind of got music and a nice little break for the vocals, but the vocals don't really fall into the break. It just kind of hits all over the place, and again it's just a little bit incoherent for me. I do like the message of the song and what it is portraying, but it's just not to my taste. In 4th place, and this is one of the biggest growers in my top 37, it must be said, is Lazara, yes, France, with the track Évidemment. This is an absolute bop. I love that it is sung entirely in French. I love that she is putting her sass all over this track and she brings so much attitude. It is a disco diva bop, and I think if we're putting this in the pop girly category, this is one of the strongest pop girlies we've got this year. It's also very classy, isn't it? I feel very sophisticated when I'm listening to it, I'm not gonna lie. Okay guys, now in 3rd place I have the UK. Now this is nothing to do with me being from the UK. I just really enjoy this song. I think it is very relevant to the UK music scene at the moment, so that could be a reason why I like it so much. I just love that it is an earworm. The melodic values, the vocal arrangement, the overall tune and the aesthetics that this song gives off are perfection. I love the story and the narrative that the lyrics portray, and I think May Muller did an impeccable job when writing this track. And to me personally, because yes, I do make music myself, I really identify with the lyrics. Okay, this is another big grower for me. In 2nd place we have Italy. Italy. Yes, Italy have taken second place in my top 6 of the big 6. Something about this song, and I think it's just Italy in general, everything they put forward for Eurovision is just magical. That could be a rock song, it could be a ballad. There's just something about it that sets it apart from the other countries in the competition. The elegance that comes through in this ballad is real. The magical middle eight, the vocals are sublime, and I think Marco is one of the best vocalists in this competition. And even though it is a heartfelt emotional ballad, it does have a very memorable hook in there, and I wish them all the best. Bellissimo! Which means in first place of my big 6 is Germany. Yes, I absolutely adore this song. The more I listen to it, the more I love it. And I kind of want to be a part of the band, not gonna lie. The hook is so contagious. The aesthetics, the vibes, and the whole presence that they are giving off is incredible. Also, the fact that they met King Charles is iconic. The title of the track feels like an oxymoron. I know it's not an oxymoron, but it feels like one. I have got the two polar opposites, blood and glitter. They shouldn't work, but it does. The song is just packed full of enthusiasm, energy, and it is go, go, go from start to finish. It is a mood. And my dog loves it. Germany. Too patriotic. So overall, Germany take it for my top 6. Now guys, I feel like I have to move to the other side of the screen because this is my top 6 in terms of predictions. Now this is the big 5 plus the Ukraine and how I feel that they are going to perform at Eurovision and where they're going to place. So 6th place would mean they've done the worst out of the lot, and 1st place means I think they're going to do the best out of the lot. So the country that I think is going to do the worst out of the big 6 is Ukraine. Now, cards on the table, the message is amazing. I love the song. I just don't think it's going to hit with a lot of Europe. I think this song is different enough with the jaunty beat and the juxtaposition between the vocals of the vocal line and the music and the instrumentation, and the beat does slap every time it hits. But I don't think it's memorable enough when you're looking at the other songs in this competition. Unfortunately, this is where it gets very, very different to my other list, because in 5th place, the song that I think will perform the next best is Germany. I think this might be a little bit overdone for the Eurovision casual viewers. We've had the likes of Lordi, we've had Blind Channel, we've had Måneskin. Something tells me that Lord of the Lost might come across a little bit too gimmicky. I really hope they don't, because I adore them. I just haven't seen a lot of love out there in the fandom for them, and I'm not entirely sure how the Joe public are going to feel about them. When I did my UK locals top 37, they did perform very, very well, but that's just the UK. We love stuff like this. Speaking for the rest of Europe, I don't know. Please do well, please do well, please do well. Now, next up in 4th place, we have Italy. Now, I think Italy will do well this year, but looking at the big 6, I kind of think they sit middle of the road in terms of taste around Europe, because you've got that element of ballad, and everybody loves a ballad. I don't think you can go wrong with a ballad, really. But also, you've got that element where you have got lots of wacky songs this year. You've got a lot of novelty, and you've got a lot of bangers. That's why we're kind of in the middle here. I think it's enough to get gradual points throughout the competition, but I don't think it's going to be enough to make a massive impact on that leaderboard. Like I say though, it's just a prediction. Okay, next up in 3rd place, I think is going to do incredibly well, is France. Yes, disco diva Bob Lazara. I think she is going to do impeccably well because the song just has such a wide appeal, doesn't it? It's contagious, it's infectious, it's personality driven, it's got an old school kind of bop flavour about it. And let's be honest, Lazara can just do no wrong. She is a force. Okay, so in 2nd place to how I think they're going to do in the grand final, we have the UK. Now, this kind of mainly has to do with the running order. I feel like because the UK are closing the show, this is setting May Muller up for victory. I think it's going to get stuck in people's heads, considering it's an earworm as well. I think if she can pull it off live on stage, because I have seen some questionable live performances, and I know we're going to talk about sound checks and how long they get to perform, and she was ill, etc, etc, etc. I think it can be quite dangerous. It can either end on a high or it can end on a but I'm predicting we'll end on a high because it is such an eardrum, and I just hope the staging is going to be fantastic. Which means, guys, the country out of the big 6 that I think is going to do the best this year is Spain. Yes, they are 6th in my personal taste, but they are 1st in my predictions, because this is Eurovision in a nutshell. This is Spain sending something they are proud of. This is Spain sending something that represents them culturally, the flamenco elements, the white voice elements, and also, with those aside, it's a very catchy tune. The staging that we've all seen for it thus far from national finals is just mesmerising, and I think even if they pulled that off live on stage at Eurovision, It is going to be so memorable and it is going to go down a storm. Also, I don't know about anybody else, but Blanca Paloma really does give me this kind of queen vibe. Like when I see her in interviews and I see her like live on stage, she gives me this kind of ethereal kind of goddess vibe about her. And I think she's a likeable character, just like May Muller. They are both personality driven. And it would not surprise me if Spain were to finish first. I think this song is going to be very liked around Europe. But there we have it. They were my predictions. So there we have it, guys. They were my two lists. The top of my favourites list is Germany. And the top of my predictions list is Spain. Both of these lists are so different, but that is the beauty of Eurovision. We have taste, we have predictions. And I want to know what your two lists look like. And guys, before we end this video, it must be said the standard of the Big Five this year is fantastic. And it would not surprise me if all of the Big Five are on the left-hand side of the leaderboard. And that is something to behold and something that will go down in Eurovision history. What a comeback! But as aforementioned, let me know what your lists look like and your predictions look like. I can't wait to get stuck into your comments to see what you guys have to say. But that is all from me and all from this video, guys. If you are loving the content and you are loving the season, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget that bell notification button. Because that way you can stay up to date with all of the other videos I have to bring you on this channel. And I am so open to your suggestions. What do you want to see on this channel? Let me know, guys. But all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe and look after yourselves. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.